Hello and welcome to the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. In this week's edition, we recap the race card from Saturday, November 30. 10 races were scheduled on this Saturday program, including the day's feature event, the Jamaica Jockeys Agent Trophy in race number 9. Let's start with race 1.
Through the 9 for the first of 10. And they're off immediately. Lady Cat Cara misses it. Select Prince didn't get away with that cleanly either as they go down the backstretch. Beautiful Moon has come through to show them that lead from last hurrah. Better Lord is right there, Empress in the breeze, and the Money Must. These in a very tight grouping. Smart Player sitting just in behind them as they go flashing past the half mile. A gap of some 3 lengths back to the slow starting Lady Cat Cara and Select Prince yet to recover. They run toward the final 3/8 of a mile. Beautiful Moon attempts to steal it. Going on by some 3.5 lengths. Money Must and Empress in the breeze in hot pursuit. Last around the rail. Smart Player moving in the green on the outside of runners as they're about to come thundering into the top of the lane. They're into it now. And it is Beautiful Moon who continues to lead them a merry dance. Beautiful Moon by 4 or 5 lengths. Empress in the breeze now. The rider getting serious and asking for every effort. The grey Money Must racing down on the outside. But it's Beautiful Moon with a furlong to catch her, and she continues to hold what looks to be a good lead, maybe 4 lengths. Empress in the breeze, the favorite, continues to chase. They're inside the final 16th. It is a Beautiful Moon out in front of the Javanil Patterson, and Beautiful Moon will no longer be a maiden, winning by 2. Empress in the breeze is next over Medal Award, then Select Prince, and last hurrah.
Another way win there for Beautiful Moon, and finally Beautiful Moon makes all the running. And that one has been leading and weakening, but today was the day for Beautiful Moon. Javanid Patterson got the job done there for Cashbird Kewal Singh and Gilbert Kewal Singh, 5-1. A lot of meat on the bone there for Beautiful Moon, getting us off to a 5-1 start on our Vega 6. That ticket comes to the Vega 6, 2,244 with 7.547 million plus in that net pool.
Race number 2. They're off and racing, getting a flyer that Have a Joy. Oh my gosh, has thrown everything away and is left at the back of the field. And they head toward the 6 furlong point, and it is Have a Joy, joined on the outside by Town Star. Town Star now goes on from Have a Joy. Racing in third, that's Monster Vigorous. Then comes Queen Vona right against the rail, right there too. And coming on, that is Princess Catalea. And the rest are out of it. Way out of it. Oh my gosh. And Bold Shadow. They make their way towards the 4 and making the running. That is a Town Star, just the leader from Have a Joy, racing on the inside. Now going on, that is a Town Star. Have a Joy is in second. Right there in third, that's Monster Vigorous, making a sharp move on the outside. That's Princess Catalea. And just behind them, that is Queen Vona. These are the principal as they come towards the 2.5 furlong point. Princess Catalea coming on the outside of Have a Joy, still hugging the rail with that advantage. Princess Catalea out wide. Have a Joy just stepping off the rail, and now Princess Catalea strikes the front. Have a Joy not going anywhere, is still there too. It's Princess Catalea and Have a Joy fighting it up. Monster Vigorous trying to get in the act, but Have a Joy just keeps on rolling. It's still Have a Joy, Princess Catalea. Have a Joy is not quitting. It's still Have a Joy in front. Princess Catalea trying to get to Have a Joy. Have a Joy under a very good ride at Have a Joy, and O'Neill Mullings getting there from Princess Catalea. Ring on for third, that's Monster Vigorous, and finishing fourth, Queen Vona.
So the core grant, also known as Papa, goes to the leader, Have a Joy, and as I suspected, no pace in the race, and you know pace makes the race, so Have a Joy got an uncontested lead, and she was able to get brave up there on that lead, going 7.5 furlong. Fine ride by O'Neill Mullins for trainer Donovan Thompson and owner Fisher's Place at 3-1. Have a Joy creates a mild upset in the second event. That ticket count in the regular 6 now down from 2,244 to 434, so that's the impact that 3-1 winner Have a Joy had.
For the Mr. Sensational Trophy, 7 furlongs. They're off. Unruly mode, just a bit tardy at the start. as Lovisa now comes blasting through the field, and Lovisa gets that lead. Hazelnut on the outside, on Rulimo now, recovering quickly and moving through as they lead the 6. And on Rulimo now gets the lead, a narrow one. Just a length in front of Lovisa, staying close in second. Hazelnut is a length and a half back. On Spun in between horses, Burning Hedge out 3 wide. Danka is some distance behind and last. The small field make their way toward the half mile on Rulimo. Well bred, holds on to that lead. Hazelnut continues the chase on the outside. Lovisa is on the rail. Unspun is back in 4, 3.5 to 4 off that lead. Burning Hedge another length behind and running in 5th. And last of all, it's Danka getting a bit closer, but still at the back of the field. They blast past the 3 and make their way toward the 5/16th on Rulimo, challenged now by Lovisa, cutting the corner on the rail. Hazelnut is out 3 wide, and these will come into the top of the stretch in close proximity of each other on Rulimo, and Lovisa continuing to go at it. Burning Hedge now asked to make ground. Danka is looking for space along with Unspun, but they drive toward the final furlong in the Mr. Sensational Trophy. Here is Unspun now kicking in on the outside of Burning Hedge down against the rail. These two bobbing heads, and now Unspun snatches the lead inside the final 16th. It's Unspun and Christopher Mamdine. They will win the Mr. Sensational Trophy. Tight. Could be Burning Hedge just over Danka coming late. Lovisa is back in 4th.
So the BJSC Toba Millionaire Series for the Mr. Sensational Trophy goes to Unspun, who became eligible for that $2 million bonus, which was up for grabs this time because he was supplemented. Last time he won, he wasn't supplemented, and the $1 million was carried over to this event. So in the end, the Connections got that bonus, and indeed $2 million plus the $1.128 million, the winner's share of that $2 million purse up for grabs. Christopher Mamdine, 2019 champion jockey, rode there for trainer Donovan Hutchinson, and I tell you, I took a lot of pleasure with this win. Earlier in the week, when the race book was out, the programs were out, I was on the road, and surprisingly, someone said to me, "How do you tip Unspun?" Everyone was basically dictating that the debutant on Rudy Bow won already based on the exercise report. So I had to just hold my little corner and say, well, it's based on the experience, you know, that Unspun has. He has raced 3 times. He won well last time out. He has experience on his side. And we haven't seen the other horse performers yet. Though he's working well, yes, he has worked well, but he's making a debut. He's running among winners. And he's drawn post 1, and it's 7 furlong. So things were not adding up in favor of Unruly Mo. But it's just his first start. He has a lot of scope to improve. He finished last out of the 6 runners, and Unspun, who won recently, impressively too. He won just as impressively today. It was quite evident that Christopher Mamdine had a lot of horse in hand, leaving the half-mile marker. So Unspun, a great victory there in the BJSC Toba Millionaire Series.
They're off and racing. Storm Valley gets a good start in the middle. Estelita is right on the outside, right against Estelita. That's Senor Kwanzi. Down on the far near rail, that is In the Spirit. So looks to be prompting the pace. That is Storm Valley. Storm Valley with the lead, and looks to be a good-looking lead too. This Storm Valley. Storm Valley in front. Estelita is the closest pursuer. Over on the far side, that's Jackson, but Storm Valley on the and ride at the moment. This Storm Valley, the sneaky fox Radish Roman, having a look in his mirrors, and he sees no danger. And it's Storm Valley sprinting off with this. Storm Valley easy in the end. Storm Valley and the sneaky fox, making it look easy. Second to time to say goodbye. Then comes Senor Kwanzi. Could be Jackson or Estelita for 4th.
The top selection, the Storm Valley, turns it in an afternoon stroll. Radish Robin decided there for turn them out on Tuesday. Owner David Hardin, no problems there. For the 45 favorite, Storm Valley got the flying start and made it a gate-to-wire performance, winning by 8 3/4 lengths. Radish Robin scores first, and that pushes his lead back up to 2. I suspect, though, we'll be hearing from Tevin Foster towards the latter stages of the card, that Radish Robin also has a few more live bounds.
Field in line, 1,200 meters or 6 furlongs. They're off immediately. Dancing in the Breeze, She's Proud, they go at it. Prince Dominic racing out wide with Fiery Path. Mr. Linders in between horses, overtaken by Blue Seas. Print Quality is on the outside, beginning to make some progress as they charge down the back stretch. Smarty Tradition runs the rail. XY Soul in between horses. Mr. Linders fading back toward the outside. Then comes Shashamani Dance and Never on a Sunday racing at the back of the field as they arrive at the 7/16th. And Prince Dominic is sprinting away from them, opening up some 7 or 8 lengths. Fiery Path chasing as they blast past the 3. Print Quality is 2.5 lengths back, accompanied by Dancing in the Breeze. She's Prouder races up next. XY Soul has made some progress toward the outside, but they're coming into the top of the lane. And it's all Prince Dominic with a huge advantage. Prince Dominic right away from them. Fiery Path is chasing. Dancing in the Breeze is coming on for a minor share as this Prince Dominic is not messing around. A furlong to catch Prince Dominic, and it seems as if it's all over. It will take an act of God to stop Prince Dominic. He's going to romp the event. Prince Dominic and Shavon Townsend have torn them all to shreds. Dancing in the Breeze, way back in the distance, gets second. Fiery Path is third. Never on a Sunday, fourth. Print Quality is fifth.
No problems there for Prince Dominic, the favorite at odds of 6-5. A romp hope the victory. Shavon Townsend riding for Edward Walker and owner Steve Duncan. Prince Dominic dominant in victory there, winning by 9 3/4 lengths. Live ticket count on the regular 6, 223 with 7.547 million in that net pool. 40 tickets are still alive on the catch line, over 732,000 in that net pool. And remember, the jackpot in the catch line is over 3,050,000. Twilight 6 starts off with a big number, 3,210 live tickets with over 6.1 million in that net pool.
Time now for a break on the Caymanas Park Highlight Show, and when we return, we'll pick up from race number 6. Welcome back to the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. We continue our recap from race 6 on the Saturday card.
They're often racing. Breaking in the middle, that's Toronado Steel, closest to us. On the near side, that is Undeclared War. So it's Toronado Steel, Undeclared War, Dream to Reality. Lady Sarasota is also in the mix. Your Kick stacking across from the far rails and coming in the middle. It's wide open as they come out of the chute and head towards the furlong and a half pole. It is Yorkis on the far side. Lady Sarasota in the middle, right in the middle too. Dream to Reality and Toronado Steel, Dream to Reality. Dream to Reality looks to have the overall lead from Lady Sarasota and a Toronado Steel. It's Dream to Reality, driven for her. He's worth it. Dream to Reality going on for this. Dream to Reality, getting out of the grass of the Dream to Reality beats Lady Sarasota. Then comes a Toronado Steel. Looks to be Dark Matter and Kensia to complete the fray.
They're off for the 7th. Fair start. Bugatti on the far side with Stormer Come. Volatility is already in the center and running pretty quickly. Generational not too far off the fractions. Queen Zan in the red cap races just in behind them as they make their way now toward the final 3. Generational in between horses. Queen Zan just toward the near side. Volatility in the green. Racing just these 3 tightly packed up together. On the far side, that's Bugatti racing up with Stormer Come. These are the main contenders. Brompton Alex is trying to get on terms under the stand fence, and Volatility looks to have broken down as a Generational battles Bugatti on the far side. Queen Zan is right with them. They run inside the final furlong. Brompton Alex now coming on strongly under the stand fence. On the far side, Bugatti has that lead over Generational. It is Bugatti being driven flat to the boards. Generational trying to get to Bugatti, and Bugatti beats Generational. Brompton Alex looks to be Brinks in 4th. In 5th could be Stormer Come.
So that the very live outsiders telling you about at a preview time, and maybe at 12 to 1, 11 to 1 and thereabouts, went up at 15 to 1. And the morning line odds there, I gave this one 4 to 1, and the preview says, reports first off the claim has looked focused at exercise. Could go close, you don't need much better than that. And from 4 to 1 in the morning line to 15 to 1, composed time, of course, that was given that there was a big favorite, a howling favorite in volatility, and that pushed up the prices for the others. And Bugatti got a bargain price there of 15 to 1. My fourth choice, the numbers I gave you, they were 3, 7, 9, and 2, and the race came back 3. Make that 2, 7, 10, and 9. So you had the 2, which was the winner at 15 to 1. You had the 7 in there, and you also had the 9. So you had 3 of the top 4 runners there. The exacta, 3,159. The Quinella, 3,722. So box up those numbers, and you should be in good stead.
They're off and racing. The Miracle Angel gets a fly in the middle. Indestructible 2 as well. Over up to the near rail, that is a Pope's Lady. In the middle, Irish Wish running nicely. Also there, that's a Breath of Fresh Air over on the far side and attacking across, that's Pineapple. It's wide open there in a line at Pineapple over on the far side. Irish Wish right there too. Indestructible. Pope's Lady is stacking to the middle. Pope's Lady could have the overall lead. Just the leader from Irish Wish racing prominently. Pineapple left back a bit as they come out of the chute, come to the furlong and a half pole. Pope's Lady looks to have the lead from Irish Wish, worrying all the time. It's Pope's Lady from Irish Wish. Pineapple left back into third, trying to run on to. That is the Miracle Angel. Pope's Lady keeping on. Irish Wish is pestering. Here comes Pineapple on the far in the near side. Pope's Lady hanging on from Irish Wish. Pope's Lady, Irish Wish. It could be Pope's Lady over Irish Wish. Then comes Pineapple, the Miracle Angel, and Breath of Fresh Air back in fifth.
So Pope's Lady gets the job done. Finally releases the maid certificate after knocking at the door. Second of the last 2 outings, and today the door opens and she gets the win. And narrowly to on the good ride there from Dane Dawkins for Stephen Todd and owner Black Brothers. That ticket comes on Twilight 6, now 78 with 6.157 million plus in that net pool.
This is the Jockeys Agent Trophy thereof. First grandson came out at the back with Bushfire and Catalina Princess. As they go down the back stretch, as expected, Smart Trick and Tiffany Blue go at it up front. Smart Trick just the leader from Tiffany Blue as they leave the 5. Small Boss races up next. Titan Tempo is rushing down the outside of horses. Rack them almost in from view in between horses as they arrive at the half mile. Smart Trick leads up, opening up some 2.5 lengths. There goes Titan Tempo. Tiffany Blue chasing. Catalina Princess making ground. Small Boss is the one racing right against the rail. Bushfire is also asked to pick up speed as they go blasting past the 3. First Grandson and Oil Machine races a team. Then First Offense Rack Them and Himaya, the grey filly, at the back of the field as they come thundering into the top of the lane in the day's feature. It is Smart Trick near the rail. Right against it, Tiffany Blue. Titan Tempo now asked to kick in on the outside. Smart Trick continues to fight off the runners in behind. Titan Tempo on the outside. Tiffany Blue down against the rail. It is Smart Trick driven right out. Smart Trick beginning to hold a 1.5 length lead. Here is a Tiffany Blue now coming with a storming late charge. Tiffany Blue and Radish Romani has a double. They take the feature from Smart Trick. Then Titan Tempo, Oil Machine. Catalina Princess back in 5th.
The inaugural running of the Jamaica Jockeys Agent Trophy goes to Tiffany Blue odds of 4 to 1. Radish Roman riding there for trader Gary Crawford and owner Lassia Strong, and that jockey trainer owner combination have teamed up for multiple wins in recent months, and they continue the good form. And that ride brought the house down with the Radish Roman grabbing Tevin Foster in deep search there. Tevin Foster led for most of the way aboard Smart Trick, but that's just another day for Smart Trick. Smart Trick continues to lead, but continues to find 1-2 good inside the final half of furlong. So that exacta, the Radish Roman Tevin Foster exacta 1,244, and the Quinella $712. So you get some big bucks there for our top 2 riders. So that's 2 wins on the card so far for Radish Roman. That puts him 3 clear of Tim Foster. He started off the day 1 clear. So that double now pushes him 3 clear.
They're off and racing. Curlin's Flight misses it and is left at the back of the field. They came out in a heap as Simba the Lion now goes through. Simba the Lion from Wilson rushing down into it. Lord of Agilon is right there too. Backing out a bit, that is a Victoria's Medallion. Then comes a Golden Loyalty on the outside, a.k.a. Storm rushing down. Then comes High Diplomacy. Then comes Traveler's Lodge also recovering. Veliki Viki comes next. Then comes Zion's Princess. Behind Zion's Princess, that appears to be Turn on the Light. They head towards the 3, and it is on that leader, Simba the Lion, blasting in on that lead, about 3 or 4 lengths in front of Wilson. Coming up on the inside rail, that's Golden Loyalty, but it is still Simba the Lion in front. But the stride's getting short. Here comes on the inside. That's Golden Loyalty. Simba the Lion still in front of Golden Loyalty. Also running on the rail. That's High Diplomacy. But it is still Simba the Lion keeping on, coming to the half a furlong pole. Simba the Lion. Golden Loyalty driven for all lead where it is Simba the Lion with a half a furlong to go. Simba the Lion, Golden Loyalty still trying, but Simba the Lion from post to post. Simba the Lion beats Golden Loyalty. Then comes High Diplomacy, Veliki Viki, and Wilson back in 5th.
Another exciting race card comes to an end. Next up on the December racing calendar, the 3rd staging of the eagerly anticipated cash-rich Mute Mile, which is expected to be another blockbuster event. This has been another edition of the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. See you next time.